Okay, the nieces are now 3 weeks old. They were actually 3 weeks old yesterday, but we had a rainstorm come in right when I was going to do the video. So I told Andrea I was going to wait till it rained today and then make an excuse not to do it. And she said no. So I guess I have to do it right now. So Samantha's doing pretty good. She's right over there. Nieces are doing good. They're all over here. They're all slowly but surely getting their feathers in. And let me try to zoom in a little bit. All right, there's Andrea's expensive chicken right there. That is the lavender Americana.
No, that was the splash.
Oh, huh?
That's splash right there.
That's the splash Americana.
Yes.
Okay, all right, then the expensive one's over there.
Yes, the gray looking one.
All right, so the gray one in the back over there, that's the expensive chicken.
That's the lavender Americana.
I say expensive chicken because that one chicken cost as much as all the sisters combined. So instead of getting 10 chickens, we could have got one chicken. So anyway, so all right, let me zoom out because they're moving around too much. All right, Lady Pants loves aggravating them. So hold on. All right. Lady Pants is normally pretty good, except when it comes to the chicks, because she just can't help herself. So, anyway, there's one change, one big change from last week is our... Hold on. Alright, Andre had to take the dogs and get them out of here, because Lady Pants was being too disruptive. So, the one big change we had from last week is our little makeshift... nesting area that Samantha was using to have the babies sleep at night is not down there anymore. It is actually up in the coop. So it is right here. And Samantha had been taking him up here for a few days, just like for a let's come up to the coop type thing. And so I would come out every once in a while, and Samantha and some of the babies would be up here on the roost. Since they do not have their full feathers in yet, they can't sleep out here at night. But she is at least getting them up here so they can all fly up here, no problem. Now Samantha last night, we took this up here 2 nights ago right before dark. And that was a mistake because Samantha was just trying to find it downstairs under the ramp where it was. So what happened was I came out and took it back down, left it alone for a couple minutes, and then she went back in there. And then yesterday morning, when we came out here, right after we first got up, I moved it and stuck it right there. Now, the funny thing was, Samantha came up here with the babies last night, and they slept up here last night, but they did not sleep in there. They all crammed into nest box 1, which is right there. And so Samantha and those 7 youngins were in that nest box, so it was a little cozy. So Andrea hopes that when Samantha looked out and saw this right across from her, that she'll get the message and come over here. Now, as soon as they get their feathers, which should be in a couple of weeks, all their feathers, then they should be able to start sleeping on the roost. One problem we had with the nephews is they slept in the nest box. Even after Samantha stopped being a mother to them, they still slept in the nest box, and we pretty much had to force them out. We had to get boards, and so at night, right before that they would come in, we put boards up here and physically blocked these in order for them to get up on the nest boxes, and we had to do that for a few days. And who is that? That looks like ML. Yeah, nope, that's Pamela. Hey, Pamela. Pamela and ML, their heads look similar. And so anyway, So that was the problem we had with the nephews, is they would not get up onto the roost. We had to pretty much force them up on the roost. Now, once they got up on the roost, they were fine because they were like, I think like 8 or 9 weeks old.
12, almost 12.
Oh, Andrea said they were almost 12 weeks old when we finally were able to force them out of the nesting box. So just imagine 3 male 12-week-old roosters in a nest box that's that size. That was kind of comical. So now the other funny thing is normally the sisters, when they sleep at night, normally they spread out. Normally 1 or 2 will be over here near the nest box, and a lot of them will be over near the windows, but they'll kind of spread out all over the place. Samantha's, when she's not broody, will be on this roost right here, right next to the window. And it's funny because that's where she goes. And if there's another chicken there, she scoots them out, and that's where she likes to sleep. But last night, when I came out to make sure that everybody was in the coop and nobody was out in the run, all of the sisters were in the far 2 roosting areas, and they were over on the left side over there, which was kind of funny because normally they spread out. So other than that, they're doing good. I had my big 50th birthday party on Saturday. It is Tuesday now. And no, I did not get a video on that. There was just too much stuff and it was just too hot. But the party went fine. I'm an introvert, so I'm not a real big party person. And so that's good. But pretty much everybody was here to see the chickens. You know, nobody wanted to see me. Everybody wanted to see the chickens. So there's Blondie being a pig right now. While we had the baby food, Blondie kept pigging out on it, so she kind of gained weight a little bit, but it looks like she's gone down. Which is funny because her real life person that she was named after, she's as skinny as a toothpick. And so it's funny that the real life Blondie and the chicken Blondie are complete opposites when it comes to eating food. But so Andrea wants me to keep getting over here. So zooming in, see if I can zoom in a little more. There we go. So they're just over there having a little chicken nap right now.
And then the Wheaton's over with Mom.
And then the Wheaton is over with Mom. Now we have a lot of spaghetti squash, and several of the spaghetti squash we harvested got bugs or something in them. So those were reserved for chicken spaghetti squash. So we had spaghetti squash last night. And so whenever we have spaghetti squash, I always cook 1 or 2 up for them. So I cooked 2 spaghetti squash for them. And so I gave one of them this morning. And as you can tell, that's one half of it right there. That's the other half right there. It's almost gone. And I gave it to him at 10 o'clock and it's not even noon right now. And so the funny thing is that, really, Blondie? The funny thing is that we don't have to cook the spaghetti squash, but it's just easier for them to eat if it's cooked. So the only difference is with their spaghetti squash, I don't core it out, so I leave the seeds and the guts in it, and I don't put any oil in it. But other than that, it's cooked the same way. I still stab it with the fork, and it's still just cut in half and put upside down in the oven. And so, and it doesn't take any longer because we had 3 full spaghetti squash in there yesterday, and it took the same amount of time. So Samantha's also was getting a tail molt right now. So yeah, most of her tail feathers are actually not there right now, which is funny because she's been turkey tailing the whole time, where her tail feathers have been fanned out, make her look bigger and badder than she normally is, because she wants to protect the youngins. So there's Ern right there.
Doing her version of a turkey tail.
Yeah. But yeah, it's funny because Samantha's tail would just completely turkey tail out, and it'd just be hilarious. So anyway, sisters, 3 weeks old. They're doing good. Lady Pants right now is not doing good because she's not harassing the youngins. And we ended up Saturday, I want to say we had about 15 people, maybe 20 at the party total. Since it was hot, and since it was on the weekend, and since it was a holiday weekend, I didn't expect people to come and just stay all day long. So somebody came for a couple hours and then left. I was kind of expecting that. And so that's pretty much what happened. The good thing was everybody was gone by 4 o'clock, because I was completely spent by then. So anyway, as soon as I have the time, I'm going to do my 50-hour video for the tractor. I just hadn't had enough time to do that yet, because I have to figure out what I want to say for it. So, but other than that, it's the beginning of September. Actually got a little bit of a cool wave. If this would have happened like 3 days ago, this would have been perfect for the party. It's about 75 degrees out right now. It was like 93, 94 degrees Saturday when the party was, because I wanted to have the party out at the carport, but it was just too hot. So I just, we cleaned the house up, and that's where the party was. So anyway, dumb rambling. This was supposed to be a niece video, but one last look at the nieces. So Samantha's doing a good job.
Good mama.
Andrea said that when she's done raising the babies, her job is done, and then she can go to the freezer.
Nope. Her job is always to raise babies.
So
Makes our life easier.
So yeah. So as you can see, with all the feathers everywhere, there's the sisters were born at the end of February of last year, of 2023. So now it's fall. They're coming into fall of 2024. So the first big molt for them is going to happen, and I think it started to happen. A few of them, including Ern and Lacey, did a partial molt over the winter. Like Lacey lost a lot of her, that's Lacey right there. She lost a lot of her neck feathers and her tail feathers and stuff like that.
Butt feathers.
But nobody's done a real hard molt. So we're expecting that to happen. So anyway, done rambling. If there's any new things on the nieces, then I will keep everybody up to date.